And their goalkeeper, it was a minute to go. The goalkeeper decided, I've got to get up there and do something about it. They're 2-1 down, and you can see him in that penalty box there as he turns round. You see the number 1 there. And he piled in among the action, and there he was on hand to knock that one in to give them a 2-2 draw. And as you can see, there's a delighted goalkeeper.
Highly delighted, isn't he?
Jan van Rinsen.
Incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good job it wasn't a long clearance, and there we are, a nice flash to the ref. Marvellous.
Olsen up as well. The goal! Right side! That's incredible! What an amazing goal!
A fantastic goal, really. You know, he got Van der Haar in front of him, and he just bent it round him with his left foot, just inside the post here. You can't blame the goalkeeper in that one at all. It was a really superb goal.
You sounded a bit enthusiastic there, Saint. I wonder why. But,
well, now this is John trying to get Pelé into the picture to interview him. Back goes the table.
You're in a bit of agony, obviously. Did not make it.
But as usual, Helmy puts his foot in it.
You must have got that. That is...
It was between Leroy Murphy of the United States and a young man called Chisanda Muchi of Zaire.
well spoken, Saint. Yeah, I remember watching this fight, actually. Very, very funny. Very interesting. Because they both clobber themselves, as you can see. They both go over. And now it's the first man to his feet, isn't it?
That's
Inside a 10. And who does it?
It was Leroy Murphy. Got his feet first.
I tell you what, incredible, wasn't it?
Here, you know, you sit there pontificating every week. What do you think people in the game think about you, the players and the managers?
Well, I think they think I'm an all-right bloke, really, Greavesy. I mean, they like my tips for the top. Do you know what my tip for the cup is now?
Yeah, please, give us
Well, now Villa and Albion are out, I reckon it's got to be Telford United, really, ain't it?
Yeah, and League Championship?
Well, it's got to be Brentford, ain't it? I mean, I know they're only in the 4th division at the moment, but, well, it's early days yet, innit, Greavesy?
I'll tell you what, another thing, Greavesy, just before we go, how do you like working with Newbon?
Well, it's two dummies working together, innit?
I'll tell you what, I mean, it's worrying. They're funnier than us, and they're so look-alike. I mean, I don't know if you're the dummy or the real Ian. I mean, what are you?
Well, we're the only two that look better on split images than we do it on the ball.
If you are the real Saint, I wonder... I want to know what that fella down there is doing with his hand up your backside.
I've been linked with 48 countries in the past fortnight, and I think that is remarkable. I just hope, though, that England don't have to play in the same group as Poland, because knowing our lot's luck, that clown will still be in goal for them. And I don't mean the one, Greavesy, that I dragged off the field at Nottingham Forest, when you so rudely pointed out that I was the one on the right.
I think some identification was needed that day, Brian. Who else do you reckon we might...
Well, I mean, I'd like to know what John Bond thinks of the World Cup.
Bondy, of course, yeah.
I think it's terribly, terribly sad, and I really do, that I'm not managing a World Cup side. I think if I was managing one of the sides and my boy Kevin was captain, I think we'd have a magnificent side, I really do. But as it is, I mean, I'm stuck down in Swansea, where the most excitement we've had this season was a pools panel draw at Bolton. But I just hope we avoid Iraq in this draw. I mean, I have enough trouble pronouncing those Scottish names without these Arab fellas as well. I don't know how I'd manage with that, I don't know.
He could be managing and go see a go.
Right. Now, you will be obviously on the panel, I should think, Greavesy. And I would like to know, actually, what your opinion is of the World Cup.
Well, to be honest, Saint, I don't really think it matters who they play. I mean, possibly and basically they might have scored 1 or 2 more goals. I don't know, what can I say? It's not for me to say, but World Cup draws are a funny old game, Saint, aren't they? I mean, World Cup draws are a funny old game, but I just hope we avoid each other, mate, and all will be well on the night. What can I say?
Right, well done, Peter Brackley. The
Rolling, just rolling by the light of the evening air. I don't envy the rich in their automobile, for a motor car.
We caught him, he didn't know that was coming up.
You're rotten.
What a marvellous voice you had.
No, actually, he got voted one of the worst 10 voices in the country.
You see here, I leave the English defence standing. I go through there, great control, going through bags of composure, draw the goalkeeper out, and then slot it past him. And now you see the ball bobbling, bobbling, and bobbling past the post.
Oh dear. That was bad luck, Saint. Frank Swift must have been most relieved there to have seen that go past the post.
Yeah, Big Swifty said to me after, I thought you might have scored with that one.
There, Saint, yeah. So, I mean, you did everything right. I mean, you did everything right.
I think the goals are smaller.
They must have moved the goal. That was it.
Well, you were involved.
Right.
You were
yeah.
on the bench.
I was involved upstairs in the bar at the time.
No, you were on the bench for this one. I know.
Yeah.
This is an amazing incident, Jimmy. And what anybody would have made of this, looking at it again. Look, as it comes down.
I think.
We're trying to stall the ball as it hits the line.
Yeah, it didn't go over. I don't think there's ever been conclusive proof of it ever going over. To me, it wasn't a goal. I've never spoken about it because everyone says, well, Hursty took Greaves' place and it's sour grapes, etc., etc. But I never actually ever did believe that it was a goal, Ian. I think it was a home indecision. You know, had it been away from home, the goal wouldn't have counted, I think.
No, he got there as quick as he could, Saint. You know? Actually, some of their tackling, I mean, makes Rambo look like Pat Nevin, doesn't it, when you think about it? It's quite remarkable, I tell you.
I mean, they really went for the legs, didn't they?
Oh, not many. Yeah, the old frog's legs there, yeah, they had more chance in a Paris restaurant. The survival. But you've got to be fair. I mean, the biggest problem with all that is that that's going to be legal out in South America. When the South Americans play European sides, that's what they're going to be in for.
Well, maybe the England team might not turn up.
Oh, well, they'll be there. They'll be there.
Let's hope the Scots are there as well, Jim.
Yeah.
Right. Is a disc a hit, but every fan takes heed of the words. Now, from Jimmy and me, it's goodbye till next
Shall we
time.
dance? You lead.
Together we can all begin to put right all the wrongs. Together we'll put football back on top where it belongs. We must stay united, 'cause divided we will fall. And if we are divided, then there'll be no game at all.
I don't think they're going to knock Madonna off her perch, but a good effort from the lads nevertheless.